Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the June 15th, 2022 virtual meeting of Chatham's Historic Business District Commission. My name is Dan Silver. Hopefully this meeting will unfold as follows. After Sarah Clark, the Central Permitting Coordinator, reads the Governor's directive concerning these meetings, will they do a roll call of the and find out what members are present, and we'll be reviewing the applications this afternoon. As soon as we have established there is a quorum, the first order of business will be the minutes, and as soon as the minutes are approved, we'll move right on to the applications. So we'll do our, go ahead, Sarah, if you want
to. Please note this meeting is being recorded and will be available shortly hereafter for scheduled and on-demand viewing on any smartphone or tablet device. If anyone else is recording the meeting, please notify the chairman. This meeting of the Historic Business District Commission is being conducted remotely in accordance with Section 20 of Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021 and shall afford adequate alternative means of public access via Microsoft Teams by calling the phone number 1-508-945-4410, conference ID 182-227-849, #, or join the meeting online via Microsoft Teams through the link in the posted agenda. Despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide for real-time access, and will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible. In accordance with town policy, the public can speak to any issue, hearing, or business item on the agenda during the meeting when recognized by the chair.
Thank you, Sarah. Okay, and now for the roll call. Our Vice Chair, Darcy Sequin.
Darcy Sequin is here.
Okay, our Clerk, Sam Stribert.
Sam Stribert is here.
Okay, Bob Burns is not going to be with us this afternoon, regular member. We have regular member Doug Grattan.
Doug Grattan is here.
Okay, we have our first alternate, Steve DeBoer.
Steve DeBoer is here.
And our second alternate, Janet Whittemore.
Janet Whittemore is here.
Okay, Steve, you'll be taking Bob's place. All right,
okay.
Now, as I said, the first order of business will be the minutes, and those were of June 1st. Do we have any amendments you'd like to make? Any comments? Anybody?
Doug Grattan will make a motion. We accept the minutes as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded. All right, Darcy.
Darcy's in favor.
Okay, Sam?
Sam Stribert's in favor.
Okay, Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan's in favor.
Steve DeBoer?
Steve DeBoer is in favor.
Janet Whittemore?
Janet Whittemore's in favor.
And Dan Silver is in favor. All right, very good. All right, Sam, our first application.
First application is a continued hearing, addition, alteration, 22-50, 1260 Main Street, LLC, care of William Riley, Esquire. Application to alter and add accessible ramps at the front and rear entrance to be ADA compliant. Install a new awning, a new fence in the rear, new front and rear entrance doors, and replace 2 sheds for 1 accessory structure located at 1260 Main Street.
All right, Bill.
Good afternoon, Bill Riley on behalf of the Page team there at 1260 Main LLC. Since our last meeting, where I was surprised at the minutia that you guys were interested in, I provided a lot of additional information. So the awning color is going to be blue as shown there. And the awning itself will be 10 by 8. Which would be somewhat larger than the existing one. The ramp is AZAC, I think colored gray, and then they have steel railings that are powder coated to simulate stainless steel. The fence in the rear is white cedar shingles. I provided detail on the hinges, which I forwarded to Chantel. I don't know if you have those. I forwarded details on the doors also. I can't find my information. I hope you guys have it. Basically, they're aluminum doors with tinted glass in it. So, oh yes, the side and rear door, black aluminum full glass commercial entry doors. So, I don't know if you want other information or not, but that's what we collected based on the comments made at the last meeting.
Okay, alrighty. You got pictures of everything, very good. All right, do you want to talk about the sheds, Bill?
The shed is, white cedar shingle over it's really a metal, like a travel box. Yeah, it's metal, but we've shingled it, so it looks good.
Oh, nice.
I guess we don't have a picture of that.
It's a contain, excuse me, is it a container?
Yeah, it's a container, but it's been shingled.
Okay.
Please wait to ask questions. You will be recognized.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I thought I had a picture somewhere that showed the side of it. So you see where the, yeah, see, that's the metal, that's the side that, one side's exposed, the other sides are shingled.
Is this the planter box you're talking about, Bill?
Yeah, that's my finger in the way there, so.
The planter box is shown in the pictures, like it's a concrete, it's gray and featureless. But you're telling me it's the planter box will be shingled.
No. Nobody mentioned the planter box the last time I was with you, so I didn't ask anybody about it. No, if you look here at the picture that's at the top now with the wall and the gate, and there's that's the side of the container, the metal container that's been shingled. That's been shingled.
I see.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh,
Nobody asked me about the planter box, so I didn't ask anybody about the planter box. So I apologize for that.
Okay, Bill. All right, let's start off here. Janet, any questions from Mr. Riley?
No, I don't have any questions. I originally thought that the bunting above the door was going to be black. I guess I must be mistaken.
No. Wait. I thought it was going to be black also, but they've notified me it's going to be the same color as the existing awning.
Okay.
Which we passed along. It's information I sent to Chantel.
Okay, thank you.
Steve?
No, I don't have any other questions. I think, thank you, Bill, for supplying all the information. That's, I think, what everyone was looking for or hoping to see. Somewhere in all those cut sheets are two light fixtures. Are those replacing the ones that are in the front, or where are they going, or is that just?
They might have been just included in the material they were sending.
Okay.
So,
Okay. That's fine.
So in other words, I was asking for a lot of stuff. They might have sent me stuff that was related to 1200 Main Street. If you go back to the picture of the front, I don't think there's any change in the lighting here.
All right. Well, thank you.
I take it back. There was the lights over the door, these tiny little lights, and I did send cut sheets on those tiny little lights.
You did. You did. And I just didn't know where they were going to go. So that's
yeah,
fine.
Over each door.
Okay. So thank you for giving us all this information. I don't have any other questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Doug?
Yeah, I don't have any questions. It all looks great. So great improvements to the property.
Thank you, Doug. Sam?
So the door, there's a cut sheet with a, looks like a 16-foot wide automatic opening door, double door. That's not anywhere in this project, is it?
No, it's not. That, the cut sheet they sent me contained a lot of doors. And so you'd have to go down to the one, I think it's either 7 or 8 feet wide. It's just a double door on that cut
It's a
sheet.
double door. And
Yeah.
it swings, it doesn't slide.
That's correct.
You know, he was very careful, the architect was very careful to get his cover page into the set. There's absolutely no information of any use. And
Well, you
then
know,
the packet that is full of information is also pretty useless because it's so much stuff.
yeah,
And it doesn't feed to what's being proposed. So we're a little bit, I'm a little bit sketchy about it. But from the elevations, I can see that you've pretty well covered what's visible from a public way, and either screening it or having it as close to what was existing. So I have no other further questions.
Thank you, Sam. Darcy?
I have no questions. I just want to thank Bill for all the pictures. I think that's great. The more things we have to look over, the better it is. And I think it's a great improvement to what's there. So thank you, Bill.
All right, this is Dan Silver. I think the slightly larger awning is much better than a narrow one there. I think it's much more appropriate for the building. I thank Bill for all the details, and as you folks know, the lights over the doors are by code, necessary by code, so I think they've been placed properly and are of sufficient size that they won't be seen that much. So I'm no problems whatsoever with the project the way it is. All righty, Doug.
So Doug Grant will make a motion on the continued hearings, addition/alteration, application 22-050, 1260 Main Street LLC, care of William Riley Esquire. Application to alter/add accessible ramps at the front and rear entrance to be ADA compliant, install a new awning, a new fence in the rear, new front and rear entrance doors, and replace 2 sheds for 1 accessory structure located at 1260 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded. Darcy,
Darcy Sequin is in favor.
okay, Sam Stryber,
And Stryber approves.
okay, Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan approves.
Steve DeBoer,
Steve DeBoer approves.
Janet Whittemore,
If I had a vote, I would approve. Thank you.
Dan, let's see. And Dan Silver approves as well. All right, there you go. Very good, Bill. Thank you so much.
all right, before I go, at the tail end of our last meeting on this building, somebody mentioned something about raised lettering for the sign on the building. And so I inquired about that, and I was told that they have made efforts to acquire appropriate raised lettering with lighting behind it. And the end result is we've had difficulty with supply chain issues and cost. And they've decided they want to leave the lettering as it is, simply painted on the side of the building. And I just wanted to report that to you. I didn't know, I wasn't part of that presentation, so, but I did want to report it to you.
Thank you. Sarah, could he come back for a alteration of a pre-existing approved application?
They can come back for a modification to their existing certificate, yes. All I need is a letter and we have the picture, or just take a picture of what's there, Bill, if they
Yeah.
want to leave it that way. And just email that to me and we'll get you on the next agenda for July 6th.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill.
All right, bye now.
Bye-bye.
Well, actually, I'll wait while you go through the signs here too.
Jody is not with us yet.
Well, it may be that she won't be here. I mean, to tell you the truth, she was devastated when she learned that because of the sprinkling requirement for 1238, that she won't be able to open until sometime this fall or winter. So she was pretty upset last time I spoke with her. So I don't even know if she had this on her radar. But I tried to call her and I wasn't able to reach her. So,
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy to say I'm presenting it, even though I've never seen the sign. But I'm happy to take a look at it with you and take your comments. And if you can't approve it with just me, I'll take your comments and get them back to her.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Bill needs to sign in as a rep, doesn't he, Sarah?
So Bill, I can tell you just based on the meeting I had last week, Bill is representing the owners of the property and Jody was with him at the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting last week.
All right, then what I'm going to do is just poll the members to see if it's all right to proceed with Bill as the representative. Is that all right, Sarah?
That is acceptable.
Okay. Darcy?
Yes, I'm fine with it.
Okay, Sam?
Yes, I'm fine with it. I would, often we ask what a person's intentions are with the particular sign, and especially when we have a group of 4 signs, and I'm afraid we're going to be missing that unless Bill is aware.
All right, Doug?
Yes, I'm fine with it.
Steve?
I'm fine with Bill representing her, but it might be useful to know where her intentions are. If she can't open until the fall or winter time, she may have a completely different idea of what to do or not open at all. So I don't mind if he represents her, but it may be
She'll have
or not.
a certificate for approved signs, Steve.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind.
Okay, and Dan Silva has no problem, so fine. Bill, we'll go right ahead. Is it going to be both, Bill?
I beg your pardon?
Is it going to be both signs? 3
Yes.
signs?
There are
Well-
3 signs.
Yes.
Okay, all righty. We'll take them one at a time, not to confuse anything any more than one already is. All right?
Okay.
Okay, Sam?
I'll take notes.
The first sign we applied for is 22-56, B-Tone Fitness, care of Jody Merrill. Application to replace the roof sign on the structure located at 1238 Main Street. And the Central Permit Coordinator, Sarah Clark, has stated that the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Thank you, Sam. All right. Darcy?
I have no questions. I think it's a great sign. I have no issues with it or questions at all.
Okay. Sam?
I have no problems with the sign. I think it'd be very attractive.
All right, Doug?
Yeah, I like the sign as well. I have no questions. I believe there is a pre-existing lighting that's there and will remain.
Yes.
Yeah, so looks good.
Okay, Steve?
I don't have any other questions.
Okay. Janet?
I think it's an attractive sign, and we're just talking about the roof sign right now. Is that
That's
correct?
right. Yeah, yes.
Okay, thank you.
22-056, yeah.
I think it's fine. Thank you.
Okay, and I have no problems with it whatsoever either. So I guess it's Doug time.
Okay, so under Doug Grant with signs, application 22-056, B-Tone Fitness, care of Jody Merrill. Application to replace the roof sign on the structure located at 1238 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded. We'll start off. Darcy,
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam,
Sam Stryver votes to approve.
okay, Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Steve DeBoer,
Steve DeBoer votes to approve.
Dan Silva vote to approve as well. Okay, very good. Our next one, Sam.
Next one is 22-57, B-Tone Fitness, care of Jody Merrill. Application to install window signage to the front door located at 1238 Main Street. And the Central Permitting Coordinator has stated that the proposed door sign complies with the sign bylaw and the H.B.D.C sign guidelines and procedures.
Thank you, Sam. All right. Boy, I assume that this kind of matches the roof sign, Bill. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what the members have to say about it. Darcy?
I have no questions. Thank you. It's great.
Okay, Sam Stryver?
I have no further questions.
Okay, Doug Grattan?
I have no questions. Looks good.
Steve DeBoer?
I have no other questions.
Janet?
No questions, thank you.
Okay, and I haven't got any questions either. All right, Doug.
So Doug Grattan will make a motion under signs, application 22-057, B-Tone Fitness, care of Jody Merrill. Application to install a window signage on the front door located at 1238 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Very good. Thank you, Darcy. All right. So let's see. Darcy?
Darcy Sequin votes in favor.
Okay, Sam Stryver?
Sam Stryver votes to approve.
Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan votes in favor.
Steve DeBoer?
Steve DeBoer votes to approve.
Dan Silva votes to approve as well. All right, very good. All right,
Now we
Two.
have 20.
go ahead, Sam.
We have 22-58, B-Tone Fitness, care of Jody Merrill. Application to install the window sign on the structure located at 1238 Main Street. The Central Permit Coordinator, Sarah Clark, has stated that the proposed door sign complies with the sign bylaw and the H.B.D.C regulation.
All right. Darcy?
It's a little hard to see, but I'm assuming that it's like the other signs, so I approve. I'm in favor of it. I have no questions.
All right. Sam Stryver?
Well, it's sort of interesting. It sort of carries the motifs from the other signs and makes a larger expression. And I'm okay with that. I think that's very creative and would like to see more of it, and especially ones that are as toned down in graphics.
Thank you, Sam. All right, Doug Grattan?
Yeah, I think it looks great. It ties everything in together, so it's a nice looking presentation.
Steve DeBoer?
Yeah, I was just a little confused. I wasn't sure if it was just the two swishes in the corners of the window or the logo is in the center of the window also. It's kind of hard to tell in the pictures that were provided.
So in this particular one, I don't believe the logo is in the center. It's just the two swooshes. So if you look right here,
Yeah.
it's giving the dimensions of just those.
Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. I don't have any other questions.
Okay, Janet?
Yes, I have a question. Does the town have any policy on window graphics?
We have the sign code, Janet, which is chapter 225. And we also have the H.B.D.C design guidelines and procedures where you're only allowed to cover 10% of the window or glassed area with signage.
Okay, all right, I was just curious. I have no other comment, thank you.
All right. And Dan Silva has no comments either. Very nice. I think it ties the whole package together. Very, very nice. All right, Doug?
So Doug Grant would like to make a motion under application under signs 22-058, B-Tone Fitness, care of Jody Merrill. Application to install a window sign on the structure located at 1238 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
All right, folks, thank you very much. All right, motion has been made and seconded. All right, Steve DeBoer,
I will vote to approve.
okay, Sam Strybert,
And Stryber votes to approve.
okay, Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Dan Silver votes to approve.
Doug Grant votes to approve too.
Doug. Did you, Doug? Oh, okay.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Doug.
Thanks, Bill.
Get a good
Thank
smile
you.
there, buddy. All right. Does that get us done on that?
Okay, no, we have the next sign, application 22-59, Chatham Cut, care of Signorama. Application to replace the roof sign on the structure located at 1200 Main Street.
Good afternoon.
here.
My name is
Here
Peter
we are.
Swiderski with Sinorama, representing the Chatham Cut. This is a replacement of an existing sign that is currently on the on the roof. So we would be just doing a new sign face and attaching it to the existing sign that's there. The color swatch that we provided for both signs, it's a dark forest green background with just white lettering.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Seems straightforward. Let's see what the members think of it, if I can think of all of them. All right. Darcy?
Yeah, it is pretty straightforward. You can't beat the colors. Thank you.
Sam Strybert?
Yes, it's very stark, Chatham Cut. It's not, other than its starkness, I'd be very happy. I think it would be good for that, for the building.
Thank you, Sam. Doug Grattan?
Yeah, I agree with Darcy. Yes, it's a beautiful sign, straightforward. Again, with Sam, it is very stark, but if that's what they want, the color is fine, the font is fine, so I have no further questions.
All right. Steve DeBoer?
I think it's a fine looking sign. I'm kind of glad to see something other than, a black background or navy blue. So it's kind of refreshing to see a different color. Somewhere in the application, though, it talked about lighting, gooseneck lighting, and I don't see a description of that or where it's going to be or.
Yeah,
I
mean, we're not involved.
Okay.
I'm not involved in that. I just had seen a rendering from the architect proposing 2 gooseneck lights to light the sign.
Okay.
But we were not contracted. We would not be involved in installing any lighting.
All right. So I guess I'm assuming that's going to be on a separate application then or something.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have to be Steve. Yeah, they'll have to
Okay.
go back to the meeting.
All right. But
Steve,
other than that,
actually,
go ahead.
I believe that came to you guys, and I'm just looking up to see what meeting that was. I want to say it was one of our last meetings.
Yeah, this is Bill Riley. We did present on lighting when you guys,
Nate,
yeah.
Okay, then that's fine. Okay. Thank you. Other than that, I think it's a great looking sign. You might want to consider, and it's probably not part of the sign, but maybe changing the color of that awning, but that's probably a separate issue also.
Yes. Again, we're not involved with that
Right.
At all.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Janet?
I think it's a fine sign. I have no problems with it. Thank you.
Yeah, it is a little stark, but it's legible and it's non-offensive, so I've got no problems with it either. Doug?
So under signs, Doug Grant will make a motion, application 22-059, the Chatham Cut, care of Sinorama. Application to replace the roof sign on the structure located at 1200 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Seacon will second the motion.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. Here we go. Darcy,
Darcy Seacon is in favor.
Sam Stryber,
Sam Strybert's in favor.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Ratten's in favor.
Steve DeBoer,
Steve DeBoer is in favor.
and Dan Silver is in favor as well. Very good. All right, that one's done. Where are we? We're on to 22-060.
Oh, 22-060. Chatham Cut, Era Signorama. Application to replace the ground sign located at 1200 Main Street. And this is, it complies with the sign code.
Thank you, Sam.
Again, we are just refacing this. It's an existing sign. The existing posts that are there will be used. The color is the same color as the roof sign, dark green background with white lettering. It is a two-sided sign, and I believe they will be adding ground lighting to the sign. Again, that is not part of our scope of work.
Okay, well, if anything more than the existing lighting there is used, then you will have to come back. All right.
Right, I believe they're just gonna use the existing lighting.
Okay, very good. All right. All right. Darcy,
I think the sign looks great. It's nice and clean, and it's a great design. Looks good.
Sam,
I think here you've taken something that's made a little abstraction of a rectangle and of a square and fit the letters in it, with Chatham sort of being squished in between. So I'm a little reluctant that the Chatham part of the sign is going to be partially illegible. But I think that's the price you're going to pay for having the and the cut so tightly closed down on the top of Chatham, top and bottom of Chatham. Visually, hope it works for you. Other than that, as an appropriate sign for Main Street, I think this is fine.
thank you very much, Sam. Doug Grattan,
I like it. Looks good, clean, crisp, very clear, no questions.
okay. Steve DeBoer,
I have no questions. I think it's a nice sign. I think sort of emphasizing the cut is probably a good idea. That's what everyone's going to end up calling it anyway. So I think it's a very nice sign, appropriate. Thank you.
okay. Janet,
Yeah, I like the sign as well, but I do have one question. I'm a little confused. I think at the last meeting, we approved a black bunting above the door, and now we've just said that the color has changed. Now the sign is,
Janet, I'm sorry, but we're on the sign.
okay, well, I approved of the sign.
You can see Sarah about the bunting. That's a whole different thing altogether.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yeah, all right. This is Dan Silver. I have no problems with the sign either. I think it's straightforward, and if that's what they want, I think it's appropriate for the district. All right, Doug?
So Doug Grant will make a motion under signs, application 22-060, the Chatham Cut care of Signorama, application to replace the ground sign located at 1200 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Seacon will second the motion.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded, so here we go, folks. Darcy Sequin?
Darcy Seacon is in favor.
Okay. Sam Stryber?
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Okay. Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan votes in favor.
Okay, Steve DeBoer?
Steve DeBoer votes in favor.
And Dan Silva votes in favor as well. Okay, very good, folks. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate the help. Take
Okay,
care, guys.
don't forget to tell the
Thank
owner
you.
to come back for any lighting changes.
Will do.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
All right. So we haven't got any ratifications. Obviously, I guess we're done, folks, huh? Good job. Thank you very much, everybody. Very nice meeting. Do I have a
Need a
motion?
to?
There he is.
Doug Grattan will make a motion to adjourn.
Darcy Seaton will second the motion.
Okay, Darcy,
Darcy votes in favor to adjourn.
Sam Strybert,
Sam Stryber votes in favor.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan votes to adjourn.
Steve
In
DeBoer,
favor.
Steve DeBoer votes to adjourn.
Janet.
I votes to adjourn. I'm with you.
Okay, and Dan
Thank you.
Silva does as well. Thanks again, folks. You're all done. That was a good job.
Good night, everyone.